WWDC is less than 2 weeks away, and today I want to go over what I want to see and what we can see from iOS 15. So first off, we might be seeing a redesigned control center that is more like the new macOS one. I definitely favor this design over the iOS and iPadOS one, as it's just a lot more elaborate and a lot more just good looking overall. We might also see interactive widgets. With iOS 14, we were able to drag the widgets onto our home screen, but when you tapped on them or tried to interact with them in any way, they would just lead you to their respective app. But with interactive widgets, you'll be able to do certain actions directly from the home screen. It'd be nice to see more apps allowed on the dock for the larger iPhones. The iPhone XS Max, 11 Pro Max, and the 12 Pro Max all have more than 6.5 inches of screen real estate, but you're still stuck with the same 4 apps on the dock that you get even on the 4.7-inch iPhone SE. And the software experience is the same, really, regardless of the phone. It's just scaled to a bigger screen. It's a good thing when you think of it in the sense of the 12 mini. You know, at $700, it offers the exact same software as the $1,099 iPhone 12 Pro Max. But when you look at it from the iPhone 12 Pro Max's perspective, it's kind of disappointing that this $1,100 phone really has no advantage in terms of software over the $700 one. So maybe another couple software enhancements, I don't know exactly what, but just maybe make iOS more advantageous on a larger screen. We're also going to be seeing notification updates. Users will be able to change how they receive notifications depending on their status, like driving, sleeping, working out. And also, depending on the user situation, there can be options to set automatic responses. We might be seeing a battery percentage indicator inside the battery icon. For phones without home buttons, it does not show the battery percentage by default in the top right corner, and there's no option whatsoever to turn it on. I personally like this. I feel that it's cleaner, but I know some people who get annoyed at having to pull down the control center every single time just to check the battery. Next up, the lock screen. We might be seeing a redesigned lock screen or some changes to it. I find the lock screen kind of repetitive. It's gotten boring now, and it'd be really nice to see some real changes. Maybe we could see widgets on the lock screen itself, maybe not interactive ones, but hopefully like tapping the widget will automatically lead you to that app as soon as you unlock your phone. When iOS 14 came out, one of the main reasons that I didn't customize, quote-unquote customize, my iPhone was just that it was such a huge hassle and I didn't really like it. I remember people saying that they spent like a couple hours customizing their home screens for iOS 14, and it just didn't really seem worth it to me. I did try it, but only 2 pages of my home screen, and I deleted it and I reverted everything back to normal literally 2 hours after I did it. One of the main reasons was just that it redirected you through shortcuts. It's not as bad as opening up the Shortcuts app and then taking you to the place that you want to go, but the shortcuts animation and the haptic feedback thing was still annoying enough, and it didn't exactly provide the smooth, seamless experience. On Android, you can download skin launchers and stuff since Android's a lot more open, but I'm not really asking for that on iOS. Maybe just Apple building in some features where you can style your icons differently. If they do bring that and maybe some more customizable widget options with iOS 15, then I might actually go ahead and customize my iPhone. And I don't know if this is asking a bit too much, but maybe we could set like different iOS looks. Like, you know, maybe an iOS 6 themed app icon set or something. I don't know, is it too much? Also, on the home screen, I'd like to be able to remove the text for apps and widgets. This was one of my favorite things about Android. Now, I didn't have an Android phone, but seeing it on Android skins, it just makes the look a lot cleaner without having the text everywhere, especially because when you set different backgrounds with different objects in the back, then the text either defaults to like white or black. But I'd like to just be able to remove the text entirely rather than have to create a shortcut and then remove the name of the shortcut to do it. And we might also be seeing an always-on display come to iOS, which I don't really know if that's a software feature or a hardware feature. I guess it can be done through software, but I think that we can be seeing it alongside the new 2021 iPhones, also with 120 Hz. Also, a tiny little wish here, but it would be cool if Apple let us put on Screensavers or something for iPhones rather than have to download a third-party app for it. We could also see different sets of default apps, like in iOS 14, how we got the ability to set default mail and browsing applications. We might be able to set different ones for other categories too, like a default Photos app for either Google Photos or maybe Apple regular photos or Amazon Photos, whatever you use. And lastly, the compatibility. So we are supposed to be seeing iOS 15 have support for the iPhone 7 and later, and the iPod Touch 7th generation. Yes, that does mean that the iPhone 6s and the iPhone SE first generation are not likely to make the cut, which marks about 6 years of software support on the iPhone 6s, which is still actually pretty crazy. That's about, I think, twice the average software support that Android phones get, and it's about 5.5 years for the iPhone SE. I don't know what the parameters exactly are. I know that for iOS 13 and 14, the minimum requirement was 2 gigs of RAM, so I'm guessing that this is just an A10 and later software update, so only devices with the A10 and later will get it. That might apply to iPads as well. And for the release, this is common knowledge, probably September. Even if the iPhone event is in October like it was in 2020, we are probably going to be seeing iOS 15 release in September. So let me know what you guys want to see the most from iOS 15 down in the comments below. I will also be making an iPadOS 15 video shortly. And that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making it until this point in the video. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.